Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the 1st.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They run it with Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Carson, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. We'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, zero. 58's the line. 58's the line. Go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I'm coming.
Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 69 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Drake. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And inches.
Here's Murray. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch. 12.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent side. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down, Arizona.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
1st down, Cardinals.
Now Drake. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquem Griffin with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd.
Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Zebra. Yo. Watch twits.
This is Carson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Russell Wilson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cardinals, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll find his running back, Eno Benjamin. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running, it's Drake. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that will be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Let's put him on the puck. Let's put that team on the puck. 34's a Mike, 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him, check him. You.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. From the gun, Murray. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Arnold. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kyler Murray sacked.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On 1st and goal, Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On the carry.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, good job right there,
They run again with Carson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go.
On third down, Carson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit.